Hey guys, welcome back to Yarns and Stitches. So today we're making this beautiful bow top designed by me. We're going to be using a 4mm hook and we're going to go right into it right now. So you're going to make your starting loop and then you're going to chain using the size from armpit to armpit, which is basically the front side of the bust area, armpit to armpit. Take your measurements from there. I did about 10 inches. I don't know how many chains that was, but it depends on the yarn and the size of the hook that you're using. So I did 10 inches. So then when you're done and you've made sure that you've reached your 10 inches or more or less, of course, depending on the size that you've measured that you want. So we are going to chain one and then we move to our second row. We're going to make a slip stitch, not a single crochet, a slip stitch. And then we're going to make a half double crochet on the next chain. We make another slip stitch. Then a half double crochet, slip stitch, half double crochet. So that's basically how we're going to be working this row. We're going to be making slip stitches, half double crochet, slip stitch, half double crochet, alternating just like that. Now I'm going to continue this off camera and see you guys at the end. Here's the end. Now let's work our last one together. So my row ended with a half double crochet, and it's okay if your row ends with a slip stitch. That's still fine. Note that you chain one if you're ending with the half double crochet, and you chain two if you've ended with a slip stitch. Now once you end with, decide what you're going to begin with for the next row. So if you've ended with the half double crochet, it means you're going to start with the slip stitch like I'm doing right now. And if you've ended with the slip stitch, it means you're going to start with the half double crochet. I hope that makes sense. So now I'm going to make a slip stitch. Then a half double crochet. And we are going to continue with the slip stitch in that pattern, half double crochet. Now don't forget, if you've ended with the half double crochet, start with the slip stitch. If you've ended with the slip stitch, which is okay as well, start with the half double crochet. And if you're starting with the half double crochet, it means that you have to chain two instead of chaining one. So basically this is the pattern you're gonna use: half double crochet, slip stitch, half double crochet, slip stitch, just like that. I'm gonna go straight to the end, and as you've noticed in my shirt, it's kind of a half. The other half is a dark brown color, the other one is a lighter brown color. So if you guys want to change colors and if you need a tutorial on how to change colors, please let me know, then I'll make a video on that. But I'm basically now taking it to the end where I'm just showing you the product of what I've made. So this is how it looks. This is how it's gonna look at the end, but you can have one color. It's still fine. Make it your design. Make it be you. So now I'll be showing you how to make this darker brown boob top that's gonna be holding the the bow in place. And I decided to use red yarn because it's more visible. So you're gonna start off by making that starting loop, of course. Then you're gonna chain according to whatever measurements you want, depending mainly on your bra cup size as well as the length and how far you want it to go at the back. So because this was just for demonstration purposes, I decided to make a few chains. I think about less than 10 chains, just so that you guys can see. Once you're done with your turning chain, we're gonna be making half double crochets throughout. Half double crochets, but there's a difference though, so I want you guys to take note of that. For now, I think for the first 2 or 3 lines I'm gonna be making just a normal half double crochet that you know, and then I'm gonna show you an alternate half double crochet that you can use. I think it's nicer and it takes up less time, but it does use more yarn, of course, but still it makes the fabric more I don't know, it's just nicer. But anyways, stay tuned for that. So once we get into the third part, we're gonna make a half double crochet through in between those half double crochets, not on the stitch, but in between the half double crochets themselves. I hope that makes sense. In between the half double crochets themselves, not on the next stitch, but in between the half double crochets. So now for the other method, what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a half double crochet, but you're gonna elongate a little bit, make it a little bit longer before you pull through. I hope that was clear. make it a little bit longer before you pull through. It's still a half double crochet, just a little bit longer before you pull through. I don't know if it actually has a name, but I think it's just a half double crochet, just you make it longer before you pull through. So I don't know if you guys see the difference, but it's definitely there. It looks nicer when you make the long elongated half double crochets. So now I'm gonna show you the product that I had made. There we go. As you can see, I've used the elongated half double crochets and it's looking gorgeous, might I say. It's looking quite gorgeous. Alright guys, now for the main event, what we've all been waiting for. Finally we can breathe. We're not done yet guys, we're like midway I think. So we're gonna use that needle there that you just saw, and we're gonna arrange our top in a sort of zigzaggy. Is it a zigzaggy? We're gonna fold our top guys. We're gonna fold it and then we're gonna sew our way through to give it that shape of a bow. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Once we have the shape that you want, we're gonna get our needle, which has whichever yarn you want, as long as it's like close to the colors that you're using. So for brown, I used the darker brown yarn, but I could have used the lighter one. Still fine. You could use black, still okay, as long as it's not that visible. So yeah, just pull that through. Guys, I don't know if you guys know how to like stitch, like fabric stitching, but that's basically what we do. It's nothing complicated. We're just pulling through, trying to get the yarn to stick, trying to get the yarn to not come out. Make sure the yarn doesn't go all the way through. So yeah, and we just make sure that we have equal size of the yarn on both sides. If you're gonna make it a 1/4 inch this side, make it a 1/4 inch on this side as well, so that it's not too wobbly, so that it's not uneven at the end. So yeah, Man, it was so hard getting through this. I don't know why it was so hard though, because my yarn is like, it's 25 grams and it's very thin, so I don't know why. But yeah, it wasn't that hard. I'm a weak person. But yeah, this is what you're gonna do, guys. Basically, that's it. Nothing complicated. But fear not, guys. We're almost done. We are almost there. I promise. Now this is the back side, and this is where you're gonna tie and make your loop, because we don't want the front to be all, you know how it is. So yeah, we want all that to be at the back, and then we're gonna tie those two just to give it a little more sturdiness, if you get what I mean. So yeah. Alrighty guys, step number 4, I take it as the final step. We're gonna add our little brown birdie over there, all brown lovely boob top. We're gonna attach to that middle part, only the middle part though. Yeah. Alright guys, we're basically done, and once you're done, you're gonna make a chain for the strings at the back. You're gonna make two chains for the strings in front. I'm sorry I didn't take a video of that, but here it is. The strings have been attached at the corners of the bow, the corners of that top part, and then we made a whole long super long string for the back. And yeah, here we go guys. Isn't it so cute? I love it so much. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye.